night, though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and he looking for no love though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me treatment.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Broncos going up against the 49ers. And with that, we're off to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. That's where we'll find our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the home of Super Bowl 50, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And here's the headshots for the offense. And Carlos Hyde, a talented back.
Has taken over as the lead runner. A terrific talent. Can batter you inside, but has more speed than what you expect to take it the distance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So after that big play, now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First down, a run with Hyde. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, Lynch. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
One receiver right, that's Brown. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. For the 49ers, their starters defensively, and I got to look at DeForest Buckner.
Love him. Tall, angular. What you worry about with guys like that is can they bend and play with leverage? And DeForest Buckner absolutely can. Did everything that was asked of him at Oregon. He's going to have a big-time career with the 49ers.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Lynch looking to throw on second. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Lynch to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter play. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And McManus able to put it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start the drive with Hyde. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Are you kidding me? That's taken it around the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Lynch on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
See it now play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
8 yards on the pick up there, and it moves the sticks. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's Lynch to throw. Man open left side is Brown. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Corey Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. On 2nd down, Hyde. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Lynch able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. In the backfield is Anderson. He's going to get the football. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big... This is caught inside the 15. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Carlos Hyde was the target, and it's 3rd down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. And Denver getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Anderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 10th carry now for Anderson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he turns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. A fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos add on. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They come up in an offset eye. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Detroit! Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Check, Mike. No. Check. Patriot! Turn it up. Detroit!
They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Leopard! Detroit!
Now back to throw. Looking deep here for Macklin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They run again on 1st down. Anderson loses the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Green 39! Green 39! Yeah. You don't want none.
They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A gain of 3, second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Again, Anderson. And some room to run now. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Another toe here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They run. Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it'll be a San Francisco 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give to Hyde. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They run it again with Anderson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was...
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On 3rd down, Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. We ain't giving up nothing today.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a desperate, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.